I would like Mr. Barney Martin and Miss Fox and Mr. Wasteman to meet
the crazy one.
How do you compete with all that glitter?
Well, you know, this is me. This is how I dress in daylight. This is my.
How many times have you been on the Johnny Carson show?
81 times.
81 times.
81 times, and I never made it. It's late. I don't do the show so often. I'm on the road so much, but I've been on your show. I used to be here when I used to do all the small clubs, and see, I don't know. I'm very happy to be here. I had a show called Bruce Maurer here in the same studio with the same technicians. So I was here for a long time, and now I'm very lucky to have. I'm a hit recording star. I don't know how that happened.
This is Monty Rock III, for a few people who don't know. Hi.
Crazy man.
How would you evaluate your career? How would you evaluate your personality? How would you give? Is that a good question, Bob?
Well, yeah.
For those who don't know this,
my career is tenacity. I mean, I'm really one of those people with lack of talent, but a great ability to stay there. You know, it's like I think what it takes is a great. I mean, if I had talent, I'd be great. But I have the ability to stay there and work on my craft, which is me. I'm a personality. Look how I look in daylight. No.
You look like 47th Street between 5th and 6th.
Yeah, it's really weird. I like the way I look.
All the neon.
But I used to come here and used to always plug my little clubs, and now I'm Disco-Tex, Sexual Let's Review.
This record I read has sold 7
million all over the world, yes.
What's it all about? Let me hold it.
I play a DJ that plays everything you want in heaven. It's a great show. At the end of the show, I sing. It's really strange. I talk about being Puerto Rican. It's a great show written by Bob Crew and Kenny Nolan and Wes Farrell. And we've been all over the world. We're not coming to New York for a couple of years because it's not ready to see me in drag. I mean, to see me with
You seem to reappear and then disappear and reappear. Your career seems to go that way sometimes.
Well, my career has been up and down. This is the first time it's been up because I finally found out what I am. Ooh.
Are you underground star or overground star?
Well, I found out that I'm the weirdest personality that ever happened in show business because I'm like the 20s. I'm famous for being famous and nothing else. I did commercials too. I did commercials. Now my mother told me I bought my mother a house. I have a Rolls Royce because Europe now never saw this person and they clap and scream because they never saw an insane person like me come on and do nothing.
he runs the gamut of emotions from A to B. Right?
And I call him my first and I say, you know, the great thing about Joe is that I think show business is I love what I do. And I think if I tell the world that I'm pleased by everything that's happening, especially people like you who help us come on, and I wrote you a note once how pleased I am with my success, but success only happens when you're ready, when your ability to stay there and be a pro, and now I found out that I love being in a show because now I get there every night, and I have 6 girls in the show, and I have a big band, and I come on, I was the opening act of the Fifth Dimension, I was the opening act of Spinners, I mean, I've been all over the world, but now I found out what the great thing about a show is that you can, you know, it's written for you, and you get up there, and all you have to do is get dressed, put on your eye makeup, on your lashes, and your blonde hair, and say, "Ah!" You know, I get an ovation every night.
These are the ups and downs, and the comings and goings of Monty Rock III, who
you're a great inspiration to television because I used to come and sit right here and plug every little club I worked in.
Who used to sit there with you in the old days? Remember
some of the great stars, and I would sit here, and Joe would always give me a plug, and I used to have blue hair, red hair. I used to shave my hair. I was a Cosmic King for a minute, and my career is the only example of anybody out there who wants to be in show business. Don't let anybody tell you no, because with me, everyone told me no, except you said yes. You were right.
He would sit here with Liza Minnelli,
Liza's a friend,
Rex Reed,
right,
Dustin Hoffman, Al Pacino, and everybody was unknown. This is only about 10 years ago, too. 1965, 66.
No, yes, it's that long ago.
Right.
And Johnny is very proud because, actually, Johnny Carson is very proud because I'm the only one that everybody went on the show for exposure. I went on for the money. No.
Beautiful.
So my career, one day he asked me, what did the show do for you? I said, well, I come on this show really for the $220, and I had to borrow the clothes, you know. And now Liza saw my show. I had one of the weirdest shows because my show deals with what you can do with nothing. No. How are you, Joe?
I tell you, if you go to an opening night, and let's say Jackie Onassis walks in, Frank Sinatra, Monty Rock, there's more crowds around this guy.
Right. I have to tell you what happened. The greatest story that happened. I just got a 21 carat diamond ring that's real, and I don't wear it, so you can't rob me. Anyway, so I was wearing my 21 carat. I'm very proud. So my mother, who's like a nice lady from the Bronx and lives in Miami, looked at my ring and she said, "Joey, is it real?" I said, "Yeah, Mama, it's real." She said, "Put it in a house." So I came to a big opening night, my first time in New York, my party. Everyone gave, you know, and people like you who I know say, "How did it happen?" I said, "Well, the true story is I auditioned for the show. I came on a pair of roller skates, and I did my makeup. I wanted the part so bad, I got it. You know how I got the part?
How?
They broke up laughing. Everybody, you know, somebody threw paper for atmosphere. I came in roller skates and all my makeup and my chiffon, and they said, "That's the character we want." And now I'm Disco-Tex. My name is Sir Monty Rock III. I was knighted by show business.
This man is... Sir, C-U-R, sir. No, sir. This man is something very, very extra special. What do you want? Anybody got a reaction? Anybody?
Well, I don't think you can say that fun and happiness and up is nothing. I mean, this man walks out on a stage and he loves it so much.
I do love it.
That it doesn't matter beyond that. He just makes everybody feel
I'm going to tell you the
terrific.
greatest story that happened.
And that's not nothing.
This new record that came out, Halava, I was just in the studio, and I can't believe I had I'm blonde now because I want to look younger. So I had a diet lighter for this fate. So what happened is when it came out, I cannot believe the success of this album, and I cannot believe all that's happened. And the only thing about it is that I have fun now because I have an orchestra and violins and 6 girls are behind me. I come out in feathers and diamonds, throw flowers. It's been my dream. I was Josephine Baker's opening act too for a while before. You know, I've been everybody's opening act. And now guess what?
What?
I'm still opening.
Ladies and gentlemen, the first copy in New York City, and we're going to see that all of our friends on the radio stations play it. And Monty Rock, when you're in town, you come down, we do a whole hour together, okay?
Thank you. I love you.
And I want you to meet more of my friends as we thank Sir Monty.